Hello and welcome back to Anime Plus Recaps. Today we recap an abomination. I mean an anime with a very good plot. Rosario plus Vampire.
Sorry, but I've got some balls to go grab.
Average student Tsukune Aono does not get accepted into any local high schools, but his parents are more than happy to have him enroll in the boarding school yokai academy after his father had a lucky encounter with a drunk man in a white monk's robe. He encounters and befriends Moka Akashiya, a vampire that becomes enchanted by the scent of his human blood.
That smell. Smell? I can't help it, 'cause I'm a vampire.
However, he discovers that yokai is a school for monsters. According to the school rules, the students must retain their human forms on academy grounds, and any humans who manage to get past the school's magic protection barrier are to be executed. Tsukune tries to run away from the school, but has a confrontation with Moka. A fight with a delinquent student named Seizo Kamiya quickly endangers Tsukune's life right before he accidentally removes the rosary on Moka's neck, which transforms Moka into a powerful vampire with silver hair that easily defeats Seizo. Afterward, he wakes to find the pink-haired Moka caring for him and wanting another drink from his neck. After learning that the bus driver only makes trips to and from the academy once a month, Tsukune tries not to draw any attention to himself, but Moka is more than happy to greet him affectionately, drawing jealousy from the other students, including the popular succubus student Kurumu Kurono. After Tsukune remarks that Moka is only using him for his blood, Kurumu seduces Tsukune by putting him in a trance, but Tsukune manages to break the spell. An enraged Kurumu tries to kill him, but Moka arrives and saves him. After Tsukune removes Moka's rosary, Moka easily defeats Kurumu, but Tsukune spares Kurumu from further harm. The next day, Tsukune and Moka are shocked to see Kurumu has fallen in love with Tsukune. The crush that the young, smart witch Yukari Sendo has on Moka drives her to endeavor to isolate her from Tsukune through various and often humorous pranks. Among these, she tries to make Moka believe that Tsukune is making sexual advances on Kurumu, who does not seem to care whether it is a prank or not. Yukari apparently does not care about making friends, given the fact that she was looked down upon by everyone. Later on, as Yukari goes outside, she is confronted by a lizard man named Tadashi Wanabuchi and his two subordinates who are intolerant of witches due to how close they are to being human. Moka, Tsukune, and Kumuru each arrive to help Yukari. After Tsukune is injured while protecting Yukari, he removes the rosary from Moka's neck before fainting. Moka's inner self easily takes out the trio of lizardmen. Yukari quickly finds that Tsukune is a true friend and vows to turn over a new leaf. The next day, Yukari declares that she now loves Tsukune just as much as she loves Moka. Damn, the harem keeps filling up. Oh, wait a minute. The fan club coalition naively believe that Tsukune is the reason why Moka, Yukari, and Kurumu do not pay them any attention. Tsukune is despondent over the fact that he cannot protect the girls the way that they protect him due to his lack of strength. Moka becomes convinced Tsukune is trying to return to the human world. At the bus stop, the fan club attacks Tsukune, but the three girls step in and save him. After the fanboys combine themselves, Tsukune removes the rosary from Moka's neck to awaken her inner self, which allows all the girls to take out the three fanboys. The girls learn that Tsukune only wanted the bus driver to deliver the letters he wrote to his family, and Moka had simply overreacted. Tsukune learns that the bus driver will now come once a day and that phones have been installed in the student lobby can reach the human world. Tsukune and Moka are having a hard time choosing an extracurricular club to join until Tsukune, hoping to see Moka in a bikini, decides on joining the swimming club hosted by mermaids. Moka becomes jealous as she watches Tsukune being flirted with Tamae Chinos, the head of the swimming club. However, what Tsukune does not know is that Moka has aquaphobia, since water drains her vampire powers due to its purifying effects. During a swim meet, Kurumu and Yukari, who joined the swimming club with Tsukune, try to garner the most attention through the events. As Tamao tries to isolate Tsukune for herself, he sees the other mermaids preying on the other male club members. Moka arrives to save him and jumps into the pool, electrocuting herself. As Kurumu and Yukari hold off the mermaids, Tsukune swims to the bottom of the pool and removes the rosary on Moka's neck. Moka's inner self emerges, and due to being weakened by the water, tricks Tamao into leaping out of the water so she can give her a good kick. Inner Moka then reprimands Tsukune for not understanding outer Moka and for making her cry. The next day, Shizuka Nekonom, the homeroom teacher, recommends Tsukune, Moka, Kurumu, and Yukari join her newspaper club instead. During the first meeting of the newspaper club, Tsukune and company are introduced to Jin Morioka, who uses his superficial charm to crowd out Tsukune, framing him as a mysterious peeping Tom who has been photographing the girls around school. As Kurumu and Yukari work to illuminate the real culprit and clear Tsukune's name, Moka ponders who Tsukune truly is in her heart. Jin later tries making a move on Moka, but Kurumu and Yukari point out several flaws in Jin's story, proving he is the peeping Tom. Jin shows his true colors and form as a werewolf, almost as powerful as a vampire, but as Tsukune comes to protect Moka from harm, he removes the rosary on Moka's neck. Jin finds that he cannot outrun or outwit Moka's inner self. The next day, they put out flyers exposing Jin's actions and clearing Tsukune's name. While Jin is chased by all the girls he took pictures of, Moka kicks Tsukune after he nearly looks up her skirt and ends up sucking his blood again. As Tsukune and the others from the newspaper club hand out the paper to the students, a snow girl named Mizore Shirayuki appears and takes an immediate liking to Tsukune. Seeing him as a lonely kindred spirit that needs companionship, Mizore tries to isolate Tsukune for herself, but Moka and Kurumu prevent that from happening. Mizore later finds herself in danger of expulsion because Okudo Katsubo, the physical education teacher, accuses her of attacking him without cause. Jin ends up clearing Mizore's name by showing photos he took of Katsubo in his kraken form trying to take advantage of Mizore. As Mizore expresses her loneliness, Tsukune prevents Mizore from falling off the cliff into the ocean. As Moka reaches for Tsukune, he removes the rosary on Moka's neck. Moka's inner self punishes Mizore and tells her to try living her life before thinking of dying. Mizore returns the next day with a new haircut. Jin is beaten up for continuing to take secret photos of female students. Tsukune, Moka, and Kurumu end up catching colds from Mizore's ice magic. The beautiful math teacher Ruriko Kagome will be giving midterms soon, but Tsukune is falling behind the others and may end up in summer school if he fails the midterms. Tsukune has math tutoring sessions with the girls, and Moka offers her notes for him to study. However, this draws the attention of Ruriko, who insists Tsukune be given extra lessons with her instead. Unfortunately, Tsukune's unusual proficiency in math from these lessons comes at the cost of his personality. Moka finds out that Ruriko is a lamia who is trying to seduce Tsukune with her serpent body whilst forcing mathematical formulas into his mind. After Ruriko attacks Moka, the latter's notes splatter onto the floor, which brings Tsukune back to his senses. After he removes the rosary on Moka's neck, Moka's inner self easily defeats Ruriko. The next day, Tsukune manages to pass the midterms thanks to Moka's notes. Yukari aces her tests, Mizore barely gets by, and Kurumu fails miserably. While on summer vacation in the human world with Nekonom as their chaperone, fun in the sun on a beach for the newspaper club gives way to a field of sunflowers on a hill that Tsukune discovers. He does not realize that there are a pair of witches residing there that make no distinction between them and the land developers that covet that area. Feeling left out by the others due to her young age, Yukari encounters Ruby Togo later that night, pleasantly surprised to see another witch. As Yukari is pondering whether to join Ruby and her guardian, later recognized as Lady Oyakata, Tsukune arrives to escort her back to the others. Ruby tries to attack Tsukune with plant monsters, but Yukari slices them to pieces. Just as Yukari leaves with the others, Ruby critically wounds Tsukune, giving Moka, Kurumu, and Mizore the incentive to fiercely attack Ruby. After Ruby awakens to find herself in a tent with Tsukune and the other girls, she explains how badly witches have been treated and how developers are planning to destroy the sunflower field. After hearing her story, Tsukune and the other girls invite her to join the club and attend the academy with them. Seeing how kindly Tsukune and his friends treat each other, Ruby starts to have doubts that drive her to later sneak out that night back to Oyakata. When Tsukune and the other girls rush into the sunflower field to search for her, Ruby instigates a massive battle with plant monsters. Both Tsukune and Moka are trapped within the field when the others fend off the plant monsters. Tsukune removes the rosary on Moka's neck, and Moka's inner self takes on Ruby alone, but to no avail. Ruby learns from Tsukune that Oyakata had died, but Ruby is in denial. Ruby uses a forbidden spell to attack them, but with their combined effort, they manage to destroy the spell. As Jinny and Nekonom arrive the next day, it is revealed that Ruby has survived the blast. As summer vacation has ended, a new term at the academy has started. However, as the newspaper club is working on its next edition, this rouses Kido, a member of the powerful and corrupt security committee, who is trying to disband the newspaper club through competition. Jinny orders the club not to distribute any more newspapers, telling Tsukune and Kurumu to burn them in the incinerator. The two encounter Kido and her three minions. She attacks them in her Jorogumo form, but the other girls arrive to save them. Tsukune removes the rosary on Moka's neck, and Moka's inner self easily repels the assault, tying Kido and her minions up in their own spiderweb. Nonetheless, the destructive resolve of the security committee against the newspaper club is strengthened and amplified with just as much ease. The newspaper club attempts to collect evidence of the security committee's corruption. However, this causes Tsukune to be arrested by Kuyo, the leader of the security committee, suspecting Tsukune is a human. Moka, Kurumu, and Mizore are also arrested for knowing Tsukune was a human. After hearing testimonies from several students and staff, as well as the coercive questioning with the three girls, Tsukune is forced to admit being human. Now that his confession is community knowledge within the academy, Moka is jailed for being an accessory to his deception. Kuyo sentences Tsukune to death. Kurumu and Mizore relay this disbelieving yet shocking news to Yukari and Jinny. Ruby, first disguised in the form of a crow, gathers the other four girls together to fight against the security committee and rescue Tsukune from being executed. After Tsukune is reunited with Moka, it is then that Kuyo severely injures Tsukune with his flames. As his body goes limp, he removes the rosary from Moka's neck. Although Moka's inner self prepares to inject her blood into Tsukune, Kuyo returns in the form of a fox demon and quickly dispatches all attempts to be defeated by the rest of the group. To make matters worse, as she charges to attack, Moka's inner self realizes that giving up her blood to save Tsukune has weakened her greatly. Somehow Tsukune is miraculously revived and saves Moka's inner self from being burned. With Jinny's help, Moka's inner self beats Kuyo unconscious. Tsukune is mistakenly given credit for beating Kuyo, something no human could have possibly done, and is allowed to stay at the academy with everybody believing he is a monster again. Moka, after spending time recovering in the infirmary, awakes when she is visited by Tsukune. She tries to kiss him, but the other girls arrive and try to get him to kiss them, much to his horror. If you guys want a continuation to the part 2, make sure to subscribe and comment down below. Sayonara.